Welcome, Fair Family. If you're seeing this video, you are one of the ones who purchased your Fairchildslife unique brushes, and I just want to say thank you to all the ones who have purchased and is watching this video right now. If you're one of those ones, I just want to give major thanks to you, and also major thanks to God for giving me the opportunity to give you such an amazing product, while also using this product myself for a while, not realizing that I could give people the opportunity to also share this excitement that I have with it. And I don't know how to fully say it, but it's just so much excitement for me to create my own brushes and have something for myself. You feel me? I seen other artists do it. It's pretty cool. And I was just wondering, like, how can I do that, right? Because a lot of people ask me about my brushes and brushes I use and stuff like that. So I'm like, how can I do that, right? So, I went through the process and everything of how to import the brushes, how to export them out, and do all of this and get QR codes. So I'm like, oh my God, I can literally give you out my brushes. You feel what I'm saying? And once I understood that, it was mind blowing. But right now I'm using the Fairchildslife sketch brush, if you're wondering, and I'm just quickly sketching, not really so doing too much, but I'm just showing y'all how a sketch would look. And yes, I did change that eye to be, yes, I did. Don't come for me. But yeah, this brush is very good for if you love doing very detailed line work or very detailed sketching, because I used this brush before and I just not that long ago used it with just the sketchy lines, if you know what I mean. Like, I used it without using the Fairchildslife line art brush, and it gave me exactly what I needed for line art, and I'm very picky with line art, so that right there, it has to be a real good brush. And it really does depend on if I'm using it for, and is my art style gonna show more of my how would I say it, my line art more so, or is it gonna show more of my rendering and final product color and stuff like that. That's, I feel like if the line art is very good with the sketch part, and I know I'm gonna color over that line art at the point, I'm just gonna use the sketch as the line art if it's really clean. But if I wanted to do that extra process, I really could. You feel me? But it's not really too much that I have to worry about if I'm using this brush. As you can see, it's pretty clean and crisp. It actually pretty is, like, I'm not even gonna say hand capsy. I like crisp. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm seeing it. It's pretty crisp. I know my camera doesn't always do it justice, but it's very crisp. I should have named it Crisp Sketch Brush. I could always rename it, but hey. Anyways, not really too much, but I'm not gonna talk that much. But once I get to other part, I will also explain what I'm doing. But also, you can see it's very good for base sketches too, but not too much, not too much, not too much. See you guys in the next part. Okay, Fair Family, so this is the sketch right about now. As you can see, the Fairchilds. Let me go back to the brush. Added a little bit of shading with my Fairchildslife shading brush, as you can see. But the two main ones that I would use for this, the two main ones that I used for this one was only the sketch brush and the shading brush, and this is what it gets you. Now, if you want to go even more into detail and make everything look more darker, you can do that. That's if you want that look for your art. But for me and mine, we're gonna serve. No, let me stop. But yeah, that's how the sketch looks. I'm gonna show you how we use the other brushes for Fairchildslife Incorporation. Also, wanted to come back and say that I added a little bit to the background as well, and I used the Fairchildslife shading brush for that also. But yeah, this pack is literally all you need to do your art. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to get to y'all. And this is the tutorial behind it. Excuse me. This is the explanation and the reasoning behind how to use these brushes. You feel me? You can use these brushes with thick and thin lines, whether you're doing line art with the sketch brush or not. I did plenty of drawings with line art with the sketch pencil. So yeah, but I'm not gonna talk too much in this because I still gotta get to other videos. But yeah, so now we're on to the line art part. So first I choose the brush that I wanted, and that was the Fairchildslife line art brush. And that's what I'm showing in the video. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm showing you how I do this, not really so talking or it's a tutorial, but more so just showing you how I use them. But yeah, I use it for line art, and that's the brush that I'm using right there on the left side at the bottom. But yeah, as you can see, it's a very nice brush. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I really like this brush because I like the jilt way. I don't know how to fully explain it, but like when I use the brush, it gives me a sharper edge. So that's why I'm able to do like those eyelashes, those stuff like that, because I have that. But I'm not gonna talk too much, y'all. Do y'all see that? Not gonna lie, like, if you're looking at this, like, you cannot tell me nothing about this line art brush. Like, oh my lord. Even I surprised myself with this line art brush, not gonna lie. I be sleeping on my line art. Also, as you can see, this line art pen is very good for minor details and just small things that you would like to add to your drawing line art wise. You could also use this line art brush for detailing with your colorings and everything, because at the end I start to switch my brushes multiple times and use them for different parts of the coloring process. So yeah, y'all. As you can see, the line work is actually very crisper here, and I use my line art brush for all of it. Sorry about the background noise, but yeah, I use the line art brush for that, and yeah. So right now we're going in with the Fairchildslife shading brush, and this brush is basically used for applying base colors, base shading, and if you just want to conquer a lot of space in an easy amount of time, in a less amount of time, what am I saying, with this brush, that is the best brush. Or like you want to do basic line art and stuff, not line art but shading, you feel me, y'all? But that's all I wanted to say. Also, I'm going to be using the Fairchildslife shading brush, and that helps very well for like minor details and stuff like that. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Also, y'all, if y'all see me change a lot when it comes down to the eyes, I did change the eyes, so you're not bugging if you see the final product and you be like, that's not the eyes that I seen them drawing. I did change the eyes later on, and I only use for the eyes, I use the base coloring brush, which is Fairchildslife shading brush, and I use the Fairchildslife liner brush to get those white fine lines that you're gonna see at the end. But that's all I wanted to say, y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much because bro's losing his voice. You feel me? As you can see what I'm talking about with the eyes. Also, I added details to the hair and changed the background. I removed the lines out of the background, which brought more brightness to like the the whole drawing. I don't know how to express it, but she came out so pretty, and it was just so basic. It wasn't really nothing, and she looked bomb. Like, that's how it's supposed to be done. I also kept like the natural version with not much highlights. But yeah, I love both of them. So yeah, y'all. BRB.